Hello everyone! The battle of super mobs begins today. We will need to build a mob that we come across and then find out who did it better.
Yep, then I'm pulling the lever now. We will find out what the first mob will be built. Now different pictures are starting to appear on the wall and we have to watch them carefully. I can't believe my eyes. We need to build a golem.
Mikey, then don't waste any time and let's get started. Whoever does better wins. We will be separated by a huge wall and we will not see each other. Our main goal is to build a mob much better than the enemy. Now, I am fully set up for work and have picked up all the necessary resources. Mikey doesn't know yet that I'm going to make pranks on him very often. But now I'm totally into construction. I try not to get distracted because it's not that easy to build a golem. It should be huge in size and look incredibly beautiful. The right decision is to start building with your feet because the golem stands and leans on them. I'm going to make 2 large pillars and connect them from above in order to build a torso. No one has ever done this before, and I hope that everything will definitely work out for me. I need to build a huge golem. This job will take a lot of time, but in order to win, I will have to try and give my all. I don't want to lose to Mikey because there will only be one winner here, and I will definitely be one. Now, it's time to start building the trunk as soon as possible. I think it will be a lot of fun, and in the near future, I will be able to surprise Mikey by making the best golem in this village. It must be of huge size, and this is the most important condition, because the picture showed it like this. Now, everything is going great for me, because I'm laying out the iron blocks according to my plan. I know how to make a cool design and try not to fix anything in my head. The golem is very strong and powerful. We will definitely check it out soon. The iron blocks must stand very tightly and securely to each other. This is very important. Then the golem will be strong and it will be almost impossible to break through it. I try to keep a close eye on how I place each of the blocks, but I need to hurry. I don't have much time either. My golem should be better than Mikey's. I will not stop in any case and continue on. It's a lot of fun. I never would have thought that I would enjoy building a golem so much. I have always been interested in buildings because you can create everything that is in your head. Now, with the help of the picture that I saw, I'm making an iron golem of enormous size. I think that in the near future, it will be possible to take a little break and make fun of Mikey. I am sure that he is unlikely to surprise me with anything because I have always been better at construction. This time, too, I will try to do my best to win. This is a principled battle. The build battle is very popular in our village. The winner is the richest and the best. So now I'm finishing with the construction of the arm, and after that, I'll immediately go to Mikey's side. I'll take a good look at what he's really doing there. I am now very glad that all my construction is coming to a logical conclusion because I have already managed to make legs, torso, and arm. But now I need to have fun because I'm going to Mikey's side and I want to make a really fun joke about him.
I'm building a lot of little golems.
Wow, to be honest, he surprised me a little. I didn't expect him to do exactly that. It's okay. Now I'm going to change the iron blocks and Mikey won't even notice. I think it will be a lot of fun when he really realizes that his golems won't actually be able to transform.
It's good that I'm doing well now and I'm trying not to get distracted. You just need to put the last pumpkins in place of the head. Oh no! And what is happening now and why have my golems changed so much? I didn't put these blocks up and they ended up here by themselves. It upsets me very much and I don't like it.
It was a lot of fun because I was able to make fun of Mikey. No one has ever done this before. I'm not going to stop, so I'll definitely fly to him again, but we need to continue construction. We will soon compare who has the best building. I am sure that no one has done this, and my huge golem will be able to defeat any army of little ones. It's going to be a lot of fun when I finally do what I've wanted for so long and then show Mikey what I've done. Now it's time to finish building the golem quickly. I made 2 hands of a golem. I'm doing very well. And honestly, I didn't expect to do so much work in such a short period of time. Now you need to scatter as much moss as possible on the golem. This will give the golem a much more serious look, and everyone in the village will be afraid of it. In a short period of time, I need to finish building the head and then check the golem completely from the outside. This is very important because the victory in our confrontation will depend on my work. Mikey has to lose, and I'm not going to let him win. Oh, how cool is it that I have a huge number of iron blocks to build? Surprisingly, a golem of this size will scare everyone. I now understand how big he is, and honestly, I can't imagine who will be able to stop such a powerful opponent like him. All I have to do is finish building my head and then not worry about anything. This will definitely be a victory in our confrontation with Mikey. He'll be very upset when you find out what I've done. You must not forget to make sure to make your mouth eyes. I will have to communicate with the golem and give him all sorts of tasks. Mikey doesn't know yet that I have one feature. I want to connect to the golem using a special remote control that I have, but I'll show it to you a little later. First of all, you will need to revive my building. The most important thing is that I succeed in doing this, because victory in this confrontation depends on my construction. I will not miss it in any case. I can only rejoice and continue on. I am sure that there is no one better in the village. No one will build a golem than me. I got really distracted because I need to finish building the head as soon as possible. I've spent a lot of time, and it's time for me to revive this golem because the confrontation will begin soon. I think it's going to be a lot of fun when Mikey comes to my side and sees what I've been able to build. So, now I've finally completed everything I wanted to build. Now I've started getting the potion because I'm going to throw it at the golem as soon as possible and see what happens. Well, it's time to check it out. Great! The golem is now animated and looks like a real one. Now, all I have to do is watch him carefully from the side and then immediately connect using the joystick. I want to get into his mind and start controlling him. I am sure that now everyone in the village will be very surprised. So with the help of a joystick, I immediately move to my head. Oh, I tapped into the golem's consciousness. Now I think it's time to go and see what's going on at Mikey's and see his golems. Wow, I even have the ability to make an explosion underneath me when I make a big jump. That's what I think will help me now. Oh, look at the little golems he has. They're harmless and can't even do anything. But that's a plus. I'm going to take them out one by one with my jump blasts. Yes, if you compare his golem to my big golem I'm in, they're just very small. And even if I don't blow it up, they won't do anything to me at all. They'll just tickle me. Oh, remember how many of them there were, and literally a couple of seconds have passed, and there are only 3 of them left. Now I will finish them off and see what we will build next. But in this battle, I won. Now that's a win for me in this round, and my big golem was much stronger.
Oh, I lost again. Oh man, I don't know why this is happening, but I'm gonna beat you in the next round. Don't worry.
Oh, let's go find out what we're gonna build next.
I can't wait to see what we're gonna build next, but I don't think it's too heavy. I'm gonna win you over. Yep.
Well, hurry up and click to find out what we're going to build next. I really hope it's something not too heavy.
So I press now. We're going to find out what we're going to build.
Wow, we're going to build an Ifrit with you.
Woohoo! Well, I'm gonna beat you at this one, so let's get building.
Oh yes, you always say that. But in fact, you lose with tears. Well, yes. Let's go build and see who wins. If you think about it, now we will build Ifrita. It will be quite a difficult construction because he basically looks very strange and it will be difficult to repeat it, but I will try to do it. The first thing now, we'll need to pick up the right blocks, or rather in the right color, so that they more or less fit. So let's get to building. It will be quite a long time, but I think that I can do it anyway. And I will do better than the little ones as usual. So it's time to get to this construction. I was talking about this mob before, namely Ifrit. If you look at it, its colors are such as I would say that they are lava in this color. So I picked up the blocks specially for it to fit exactly, and I got more or less something similar. Also, I have a little information about this mob. In short, he is quite strong and aggressive, and as I remember, he shoots charges that set you on fire and also does damage. And that's why he is so strong. And I forgot to add that he is only in hell. In the normal world, we do not have him, and you can meet him respectively only there. The hardest part of building it is probably these, like, I would say on the stick, because they are spinning around him, and they should be lava, or something like that, or burning. I don't even know how to explain it properly. But basically, if you look at the whole thing, I'm doing something similar, and I'm good at it. I'm trying to make it look like I can beat Mikey. Oh, I wonder what's going on in there. Because as he told me at the beginning of our battle, that in this construction, he will definitely win me no chance. But as usual, I think it was more of a joke than reality. But in any case now, as soon as I finish the main part of my construction, I will go and see what he has there. Well, and of course, it will be necessary to park it somehow, but this I will do in the course of action when I see what he has there. What construction, and already decided how exactly to prank him, and that it was very funny. Oh, I only have his head left to build, but now need to go and see what's going on at Mikey's. I wonder what he built there. Oh, yeah, it's the most horrible building of an Ifrit I've ever seen. It's just some kind of horror. I see he's got lava all over it, and it could be filled with water, but instead of water, I'll throw special balls that are filled with water. Look, I exactly hit his building, and lava turns into stone, and thus his building becomes even worse than it was. It's very funny. I don't even know how he will repair it, and you can see how he is very surprised and doesn't understand what's going on. It's time to finish your build. After all, as they say, fun, and that's enough. And it's time to just finish my construction, because it will not build itself, but in fact it's left me a lot. Now I just a little change his sticks that fly around him to make them seem more realistic, and were similar to him. Well, actually is. And then I will already start building his head, which should also fit in color. Well, as I said, I wanted to change the look of these sticks that fly around him. They are also called as Ifritovi sticks, but still I changed my mind. After all, they look ugly and generally will not fit, and that I definitely won't change them and will proceed just to the construction of the head itself, which I also take a lot of time, but I will anyway manage, and I will get very beautiful. You can also see that I also have a little problem with the construction. Well, more precisely, with the construction of the head itself, it must be made even, and that it was certainly square. But because I have arranged the sticks that fly around him a little unevenly, I will now need to drive away. That my head, it was even and square, respectively, and then already in addition to when I build the head, it is necessary and will be a little bit of modification in terms of color and make a similar face, as of course with the Ifrit. Most of it is built with just a little bit left. Oh, that's right. You can say I have only small touches to finish. So as I said before, I am now doing more in depth, namely his face. I make a similar upper part to be similar and then already start to make him a face. Well, of course it will be a little bit long, but in principle, remain just a little bit. And you can already notice how slowly draws out, similar to him. Head means I'm doing well. I'm going in the right direction. Now, I finally started to build his face. Also, it should be very uniform and similar, because if I get something wrong, then accordingly, it will not be much like an Ifrit. And so, I try to do everything so that it would be as similar as possible, and that accordingly, I win. Also, I noticed that the lower part of the head of the Ifrit a little bit. I have not similar to the real. So now, I will change the contour of his color to a more red, because which now I have, it is not much like him, but this in principle is not critical, and I pretty much, in a short time finish to change, and then I will already proceed to get into it again and go and defeat the construction of Mikey. Oh, now I'm picking out the potions I need and the joystick so I can get back into it and go and beat Mikey's build. I got a very beautiful Ifrit, and you can say exactly as I wanted, And as I built, I like it very much, and that's why I will now win 100%. Ho-ho! I'm tapping into the Ifrit's consciousness. Ho-ho! Right now, I'm in the mind of an Ifrit, and I think I need to head over to Micah's side and fight him. Also, now I will show my ability, as I said, that Ifrit can shoot fire charges with which I will now shoot at Hebrew Mikey. I still thought he would build an Ifrit like mine, but you can see that he also built an Ifrit, but it is made of lava and water, so it can be called a water Ifrit. You can see that he shoots no way I fire charges, namely ice. I do not argue that he in any case has a chance to defeat me, but in any case mine is much stronger because it is real. And this Mikey invented himself, so he has little chance to win. Ho-ho! But so far he's not getting anywhere, and it's obvious that I have a very big advantage over him. Ho-ho! Well, like I said, my superiority played a role and I won this battle. Still, my build was better than all the others, which is why I won.
Oh, actually, you were just lucky. That's why you won. I was stronger.
Don't get so upset, it's just a game. You'll beat me soon. I'm a JJ, and today with Mikey, we had a build battle, which I emerged victorious in. That's how our wonderful adventure ended.